We will next have we have a speaker card from John Davis.
Very good. First of all, an unapproved EIR should not be tied to this permit by the staff. Secondarily, there are many problems with the staff report. The staff report in addendum falsely claims that a hydrology report and a methane report were submitted on behalf of the applicant. As you can see by this slide, Mandy Revelle, who's sitting here, said that that this was provided by the applicant. But then you look down here, and it's from Mark Huffman, and it's from Brookfield Residential, who is not the applicant. There is nothing here in your record to show that it was submitted on behalf of the Department of Fish and Wildlife. Pardon me? The reports were prepared by contractors with conflicts of interest, Somas and Camp Dresser McGee, because they work for the violator. In fact, they Somas partially designed this project, which is a violation, and appears to actively be concealing their own crime because they are partially liable for the violation. So you can't trust this methane report. And furthermore, I would recommend that no one volunteer to go into that pipe with a torch and see if there's methane, because it fluxes. Methane doesn't just come to the surface in a regular way, it pulses. The staff report did not include a map of wetlands delineated by the state. The staff report contrarily provided a wetlands map provided by a private party, which is conflicted, liable for the violation, and is attempting to conceal its crime from the Coastal Commission actively. The Coastal Commission should require an independent methane report and hydrology report from an independent party hired by the applicant under California Contract Code to avoid such conflicts of interest. Furthermore, the Commission should require a monitor, if this is passed, a hydrologic monitor, not a biologic monitor, a hydrologic monitor. This is a matter of groundwater. The Commission should require staff to produce the wetlands delineation produced by the state, not by the private conflicted party, which is problematic. If you could. And in the background, I'm going to play a video of the water draining. The planning process should be not be used to aid and reward a violator. The Commission should fully enforce the act. The Enforcement Division requested a cease and desist order in 2014. The violator has had plenty of time to comply, but has not and will not. Violation of Section 30600 of the Coastal Act by conducting development without a coastal development permit. Violation of Section 30231 by not maintaining biologic productivity and the quality of coastal water streams, wetlands, and or estuaries to maintain optimum populations of marine organisms. By not protecting human health and safety, by not reporting the presence of methane gas in the water at the Coastal Development Permit 591463 site, which is associated. By failing to control water runoff by discharging untreated water into waters of the United States in violation of the Clean Water Act and the Coastal Zone Management Program, which implements the U.S. Coastal Zone Management Act of 1972, and by not encouraging wastewater reclamation. Violation of Sections 30253A, B, C, and E. The applicant did not disclose the project as in a seismic hazard zone and stated there are no geologic reports, and did not provide a geology report, and didn't comply with 30253A. The permittee conducted development in an area of high geologic risk in violation of 30253B by failing to assure stability, structural integrity, and neither create nor contribute nor significantly cause erosion, geologic instability, or destruction of the site. The site was destroyed. The permittee is not consistent with 30253C imposed by Air Pollution Control District or the State Air Resources as to each particular development by releasing explosive methane into the atmosphere, which is a greenhouse gas, and not reporting the ongoing release to this coastal commission when they have known about it the whole time. The permittee is violating 30253E by not protecting the people that visit the site. Furthermore, the CDP 591-463, this is, Apply Capital was the applicant, and now the Department of Fish and Wildlife is required to make sure this is implemented. They constructed a road in the riparian corridor without a permit. They did not get a stormwater pollution prevention plan and NPDES permit required under the federal agreement with NOAA to implement the Coastal Zone Management Act of 1972. The project did not get a flood control permit for CDP 591-463, and they're using a manager that is conflicted and not authorized by this commission to report to the commission in regard to that permit. And the deed restriction was not properly placed. In summary, this should not be treated as an enforcement action against the permittee of 591-463, and this commission should ask the executive director to begin a cease and desist order in this regard. Thank you.
Thank you.